Yes, you watching this video? I'm going to talk about X-Men Days of Futures Past. But not just talk about it. I'm going to do a no bullshit review for X-Men Days of Futures Past. But I have one thing to say. Yes! X-Men movie I can finally watch in peace. Oh, what I mean by that? Well, you'll find out on Tuesday next week. But let's get this review started. X-Men Days of Futures Past. Hell fucking yes. This is the movie I definitely want you guys to go see. When you have the greatest movie experience. And yes, I did see it in 3D. Yeah, the thing about that is, I don't care. I really don't care. Because the 3D version, it was good, but you know, there was sometimes I couldn't really tell whether it was an actual 3D because some of the words that were like flying towards me were 3D. But basically, what are my thoughts about this movie? This is the X-Men movie I've been waiting for a long time. That fixed all the problems in X2, X-Men 3, X-Men Origins, X-Men First Class, the Wolverine. It fixed all those problems and finally gives us the X-Men movie we've been waiting for a long time. Now, will I give any spoilers? Well, trust me, certain characters from certain other X-Men movies, or should I say certain important characters from other X-Men movies are going to return back. And I don't mean Storm and Magneto and Xavier. I still don't get how Xavier came back. I don't get that. Please leave a comment down below on telling me how Xavier came back. Please, just tell me, because I really don't see how he came back in the Wolverine and in this movie. But let me get down to the basics. The movie is basically all about, in the future, the Sentinels have attacked everybody in the whole entire world. They have Mystique's, DNA, so they can transform into anything. And I mean anything. And now, here's another thing I didn't know. Shadowcat can make people go back into the past to stop certain things happening. And that's how they get Wolverine into the past. But I'm serious. I had no idea Shadowcat can make people go into the past. I mean, I didn't know that. I always thought Shadowcat's power was to just walk through walls, and that kind of thing. But, I didn't know she could actually turn back time or make someone go back in time or something like that. But yeah, Wolverine goes back in time like the trailers have talked about, and he has to find a way to get Magneto and Xavier, let me rephrase it, young Magneto and Xavier, both of them when they were younger. And yes, Michael Fassbender and James McAvoy, they are the best part of this whole entire movie, because they do have the best moments, they do have their best acting skills in the whole entire film. And they do explain how young Xavier is able to walk, and it actually makes sense. And yes, they do explain how Beast is able to look human, but also have his blue fur and that kind of thing. They do explain that very well. And also, they do explain very well about, about Mystique. And yes, Jennifer Lawrence, what can I say? It's Jennifer Lawrence. She's always, I haven't seen any bad movies. I don't know. I have her House Down the Street or whatever movies. I don't know. I have not seen Jennifer Lawrence in a bad movie. Maybe she has made a bad movie. Maybe she has, or maybe she hasn't. I don't know, guys. But despite that, I really like the point of the fact that this movie fixes everything and gives us answers that we wouldn't kind of, just questioning. And let's just face the one thing. We don't know, we are obviously know Magneto's the villain, but he does bad guyish things like trying to kill Mystique and trying to turn the Sentinels against people, that kind of thing. But when you get down to it, it's really the Sentinels that are really the villains in this whole entire movie. So yeah. There are, certain things in this movie that you're gonna like. Mainly the action. The action in this movie is perfect. Special effects are pretty good. Yeah, they're pretty good. So not much I can really say for that. They're really good. They're really spectacular special effects in this movie. But let's not also forget is about this. Now, have I read the comic book of Days of Futures Past? No, I haven't read any of the X-Men comic books, but I've watched the show. I watched the show plenty of times when I was a kid. May not remember a lot of episodes from the show, but really, yeah, I'm a big X-Men fan when I was a little kid. I was into X-Men, Power Rangers, Ninja Turtles, that kind of stuff. But this X-Men movie has shown me that there's a good chance if you're a fan of something, you can make a movie good. Or if you're not a fan of something, you can probably make a movie decent or something like that. But I do love this movie a lot because this movie was pretty good. And yes, like I said, certain characters do come back. Really, I can't say much about it. I can't really say a lot about it. It's just that all the performances in this movie was perfect. The special effects, the action, all that stuff. The execution was pretty perfect. So, yeah, not much I can really say. So, really, this X-Men movie was great. It was a great movie. Not much I can really say, but it was a great film. It was a great movie I actually enjoyed. I want to see again. And I'm going to see it plenty of times while it's in theaters. And once it gets released out on Blu-ray and DVD, going to buy it the first day. Full price. But seriously, out of stars, you know what? Fuck it. I'm giving it, out of 5 stars, I'm giving it 5 stars. 5 stars, people, because this was the X-Men movie I've been waiting for a long time. To fix the mistakes that X-Men fucking 3 did. And yes, will I do a review for X-Men 3? I'm just gonna come out and say it. The dumbest thing that they did in X-Men 3 was killing the Professor off, killing Cyclops, killing Jean Grey again. Magneto loses his powers and somehow gets it back in the next film. Like, really, what was the whole purpose of that? Now, if Bryan Singer was to direct X-Men 3, we would have gotten the Phoenix. We would have gotten the Phoenix right there. What we saw at the end of X-Men 2, where we saw the Phoenix in the ocean. And we could have gotten that in X-Men 3, but no, the fucking director who did the Rush Hour movies, and who's also coming out with Hercules with The Rock. Really, yeah, he fucked up. He just fucked the whole entire thing up. And you know what? I don't care about it. You know, X-Men 3 was an entertaining movie, but it could have been better. It should have been better. So, Days of Futures Past, I'm recommending you go see. And I mean, now. No, I'm serious. Now, after you're done watching this video, watch this movie. Watch this movie and you'll enjoy it. And you will enjoy it with so much odds and ease. Odds and ease. Yeah, that was pretty dumb. But despite all that, that's my thoughts of this movie. Vertical Spy. Outro.